I'm a Muslim and I pray in English. And I know that's going to sound crazy to some people.
Wa alaikum salam. I'm a Muslim and I pray in Arabic, although I am not an Arabic speaker. First of all, I want to make it real clear the intention of this video is not to shame anybody, but to educate people, especially converts like myself. I have been a Muslim for 32 years and I have sat with various shayukh around the world. Alhamdulillah. For context, I really encourage people to go back to her original video and see what she's talking about. So what she basically is saying is, I don't speak Arabic fluently. I'm not an Arab. I don't come from that background. And so I think that it's okay for me to pray in English versus Arabic. The first thing that I want to do, if there's any other converts out there that are new to Islam or considering Islam, I want you to know that the first thing that is obligated towards Muslims entering to Islam is to educate yourself. The first thing you need to do is go to a reputable teacher or an organization that definitely has sanad. I can't stress that enough because having a sanad all the way back to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is essential. If you do not, that's where converts get confused a lot and they just go left, right, and they go off path. Many of you are asking, okay, I'm a new convert, where do I go learn? I got you covered. If you don't want to travel thousands of miles, easy. There's so many reputable schools around the world that you can take online. I go to www.arcview.org. Quran, Aqidah, Fiqh, Sirah. You can learn how to read the Quran. There's a Tajweed class. Check it out, www.arcview.org. So let's get to the whole points that she's making in the video. Number one, she says that praying in Arabic is hard for her due to it not being her native language. That's not really problematic because you see, there's all kinds of people in Islamic history, the biggest one being Imam Bukhari, the one that compiled the Bukhari, the Sahih Bukhari, and he wasn't an Arab. مثلا أنا مش عرب لكن أنا أتكلم عربية جيد جدا. It's something that takes time. I mean, anything worthwhile, especially worshiping your creator, will take time. I can remember personally when I started praying, when I learned how to pray, when I first became a Muslim 32 years ago in a maximum security prison, I would write down on a piece of paper in English and in the transliteration Arabic so that I could pray in Arabic. But after the prayer, I would try to memorize the Arabic and the English so I knew what I was saying over time. But you have to apply yourself. You'll get there. Let's see what happens when I use your logic in another setting. Let's just say day one at college, university level. You take a bunch of classes that you have to take, and then you take, for example, I don't know, like a Spanish course. To get a passing grade in that Spanish class, you're going to have to apply yourself or else you will fail. And in this instance, it doesn't matter if you're Hispanic or you're not Hispanic. You have a task in front of you and you must accomplish it and learn Spanish. And over time, you will learn. Where did this hat come from? I do like me some hats, oh yes. My whole point is this logic that you're using or the example that I'm using of being in college and learning Spanish is minuscule compared to learning the language in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself chose to reveal the Quran in. You don't have to speak Arabic. You don't have to read Arabic. You don't have to make dua in Arabic. But what you do have to do is pray in Arabic. First thing is first, learn Fatiha. Those are 7 lines that you can very easily learn. It might take you a day. It might take you a week. It might take you a month, but you must learn it. And after the Fatiha, you just need to know and memorize 2 more surahs, short, they can be long, they can be whatever, 2 more surahs so that you can do your prayer. Surah Fatiha, 7 lines. Surah Ikhlas, 4 lines. Surah Kawthar, 3 lines. And you're done. That's all you need to do is, 7 Fatiha, 4 Ikhlas, and 3 Kawthar. One of the more important things that I wanted to address with you is when you said that your faith is, you want your faith to be self-sustainable. I understand what you're saying, but in Islam and as Muslims, we do things by the book. We don't do things by what we feel is the best for our lives. I mean, if we went by what we feel is right, or to me, this is this or that, then what is the whole purpose that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the Quran? What is the purpose that He sent tens and thousands of anbiya, the prophets? Like, if we had it all figured out and that was good enough to be human beings being on Surat al-Mustaqim, then we don't really, as human beings, need anybody, but we do. And this is how we do things in Islam. We go by Quran and Sunnah, not how we feel. The intention for this video is not to embarrass anybody or call anybody out. It is actually, out of a good feeling in my heart as a convert myself that converted to Islam 32 years ago. I am an American. I'm not a native Arabic speaker. I wasn't raised like that. But still, I make it a point of doing the best that I can, especially in ibadah. This is a gentle reminder to all the converts out there that we need to be doing better, and we cannot invent our own religion that fits with our lifestyle or do it the way that we want to do it. No, we need to do it the Quran, the way of the Quran and the Sunnah, because that is what works. I mean, that's kind of like why we converted to Islam in the first place, is because we didn't have it right and we stepped in to the truth. A lot of converts come to Islam and they have really no path to follow. So they just kind of float along, and in some cases they make up their own way, and I read that book and I saw that video on YouTube and this makes me feel a certain way. I think I'll follow that. But that's how converts get lost in the sauce. That's how converts get confused. And we don't want that. So I encourage every single convert that is watching this, even born Muslims, if you don't have, if you haven't rectified your religion, your aqidah and your fiqh, I'd encourage you right now to actually go to a school, a reputable school with sanad, emphasis on sanad. I wish every single convert out there, every single born Muslim out there, every single person out there that is considering becoming a Muslim, I wish you the best. And that is the whole reason and intention behind this video. Remember, go out there, get your education. You don't have to, travel thousands of miles or go here or go there or spend, thousands and hundreds of dollars. There's a lot of places online like www.arcview.org that you can go and you can learn for like pennies. Like you can learn at arcview.org for $10 a month. And your teacher is somebody that has a sanad all the way back to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, that's all I have to say. Again, I didn't wish to offend anybody, but as a convert, an OG convert, I felt that it was on me to say this. Barakallahu feekum, jazakum Allahu khairan, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.